Hi everybody, my name is Pamela Mortensen and I want to welcome you to another Didge tutorial. This one is going to be on the rhythm of 5/8, which is a really super unusual rhythm. When we play rhythms on Didge, we usually play like in 4, sometimes maybe 3, and maybe occasionally in 2, but usually 4. But this one's in 5, and it's really super fun once you get the hang of it. So go grab your didgeridoo and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you a simple version of this and a not so simple version of this. And the simple version starts just going do, da, deer, da, do, deer. Now, if you wanted to count it on your fingers, for those of you who love to count things and want to know where all the different beats fall, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, da, deer, da, do, deer. 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 So that way you know where those beats fall. Even for those of you who don't count, I find that doing it on your fingers is very helpful. So the way it would look through buzzed lips, but off the didge, would be something like this. Okay, through the didge, it would sound something like this. Okay, now some of you are probably already asking, where do I breathe? All right, so the 2 do's are actually your opportunities for breath. So another way of thinking of this rhythm would be breath, da, deer, da, breath, deer. Breath, da, deer, da, breath, deer. Or da, deer, da, deer. Da, deer, da, deer. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. All right, so what I would like to do is do that 4 times through. We're going to have a little break in between each cycle of rhythms. So we'll do it 4 times through, off the didge, through buzzed lips. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try it again, but this time I'll do the finger thing so that way you'll know where we're at. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give 5 in and then we'll be in. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, awesome. So that way you have something to practice too once you start with this rhythm. Sorry, I have a really heavy didge. Okay, so moving on to the next, the not so easy part of it is it uses 2YE. Now, if you don't know how to do 2YE yet, it's basically 2E, 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 and that part is going to be where you breathe. So it's 2 breathy, 2 breathy, 2 breathy. So it really creates this really nice rolling rhythm that you feel in 3. It's almost like if you think of a waltz, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it has a very nice lilt to it. On the didge, the way we'd use it on the didge in this particular rhythm is 2YE, 2YE, 2YE. 2YE, 2YE, 2YE. Or another way of doing it would be 2YE, 2YE, do, deer. 2YE, 2YE, do, deer. So on Buzz's lips, but off the didge, it would look like this. So the wah, like I said, that's going to be where you take your breath. Now, both of these, the simplified version of this rhythm and the more complicated version, assumes that you already know how to circular breathe. If you don't know how to circular breathe yet, you're going to have a little trouble trying to get through this rhythm several times through. So, but you never know. I mean, this might be some way to learn the circular breathing. So give it a whirl. If you find it a little too frustrating, then go ahead and stop. All right, so let's try that together just 4 times through. We'll take a little break at the end again, and I'll use the finger count again. So here we go. I'll count 5 in, and then we'll come in. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if you don't get it straight off, don't worry about it. This is not the easiest rhythm in the world. So, yeah, just keep with it, keep with it, keep with it if you really want to do it. So the way it's going to sound on the didge is something like this. So when you put it on the didge, you're actually going to take just a short sniff for your breath rather than a big tanker breath, because you're not going to have time for a tanker breath, especially when you play it a little bit faster. So I'll speed it up a little bit so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. Okay. So yeah, it can be a really frustrating rhythm really fast because it can get really complicated and sometimes you can get really tongue-tied. Let's see, some of the things that you can add to these rhythms, little decorations, if you will. Let's go back to the simple one, actually. So just do, da, deer, da, do, deer. You could do do, da, deer, da, tuck a deer. So it makes a really, really cool rhythm when you can do the tuck-a-deer on it. So do, da, deer, da, tuck-a-deer. Through Buzz's lips, it would look like this. Now, the thing about doing tucka is that it takes away one of the opportunities to take a breath. So you're only going to have one opportunity to take a breath on this one. So here's how I would put this together if I wanted to do like a phrase of rhythms. I would do do, da, deer, da, do, deer 3 times just as it is. And then on the 4th time, I would do the tuck-a-deer. So you would sound something like this. So do, da, deer, da, do, deer, do, da, deer, da, do, deer, do, da, deer, da, do, deer, do, da, deer, da, tuck a deer. All right, so on the didge, it would sound like this. Okay, so that makes a really nice finish. And you can do the same thing on the more complicated version of this rhythm. So tu-wa-e, tu-wa-e, tu-deer. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do that 3 times the same. And then on the 4th time, I'll do a tuck-a-deer on the end. So that way you can do something a little bit different. You can also add vocals to this. So like, for example, let me do the simple one first. what you can add vocals on that as well. Okay. You could also add horns if you wanted to. If you really wanted to set yourself a high bar for challenge, you could also add horns to it. So for example, the way I like to play this rhythm is to accent some of the higher parts with the horns. So what I'm doing is to what you took it, to what you took it, to what took it, to what you took it, to what gaga, to what you took it, to what gaga. And that's a little more complicated, and maybe I'll cover that one in a different video, so that way it doesn't get too complicated too fast. So anyway, those are some of the ways that you can do 5/8. And like I said, it can be a really, really fun rhythm. It also can be an extremely frustrating rhythm. But overall, it's just super fun to do because it is so unusual. So I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. If you really feel like you got something out of it, consider becoming a Patreon patron or considering a donation to help foster more work like this. I'll leave a link in the description below at pamelamortensen.net/support. And you can either become a patron or do a little donation. Also, if you want to do more of a one-on-one with me personally, I also do Skype lessons. I have half-hour sessions and hour-long sessions both available. So anyway, thank you much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and happy Didging!